Military Broadcast Radio, the station that's giving veterans a voice.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
Think of all that time. Every wait in the winter. All those hours no one else saw. Every sprint in the summer. Think of every sacrifice. Early mornings on the levee. Late nights in the film room. Bus rides to playoff games. Every bump in the road. Every moment of ecstasy. Every moment of doubt. Years wondering, is it all worth it? It's all led to this. Man, I got this. It's a 60-minute drive for a 60-minute game. After all the miles we've traveled, we're almost there. After all the hours we've worked, one more can make us legends. After all that time, this is our time.
Seems like no nonsense guy. Like
re-emphasize that for the Saints fans out there on TikTok. Caveman, what did you just say?
The rebuild starts right now. Marshawn Lattimore's gone, so the defense, like we're not getting any better.
Looking to get into Smith. What a pass! Not game! Wardell Smith with the game winner! Oh my goodness!
And that is why you have Aaron Fry pass the ball in.
A career year. Like you have you have the best quarterback in the league, arguably, the best wide receiver in the league, and you've got the best edge rusher in terms of total sacks this season. And you're 4-7, and your playoff chances are hanging on by it. Let's make it interesting.
We're making it interesting. Come on. Give us the freaking moment. We'll take it.
Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Put him in there.
Biz back the
Put him in there.
okay?
Who the heck is that guy?
Deflected good, help defense from the Warriors. Oh, what a pass! And Kuminga throws it down! This could be the pass of the year so far. You might watch every game the rest of the season in the NBA.
Mr. Announcer guy. So don't you go saying that you're never going to see that.
You're such a hater.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The web at mbradio.us.
You are looking live, everyone, at Till the Final Whistle. Welcome back. We had a little week off. Boy Caveman was in New Mexico playing a little basketball tournament.
How'd you guys do?
We did pretty good, honestly. My friend wasn't able to get Monday off, so we weren't able to play our last game. We had to just leave right after we played our game on Sunday morning. It was unfortunate.
Because it's garbage.
Yeah. He got a new promotion, getting coverage in that new department that he's in. A little different. He works at a dealership, so it's kind of different. harder for him to get coverage now that he's not in a department with multiple people. He's doing a different job. But what we were doing out there was watching some Wimbledon every once in a while. There's some men's doubles, mixed doubles, women's doubles, obviously the singles. Men's singles winner, Yannick Sinner, Italy, baby. He's pretty solid. I mean, he was just getting crapped on the whole time by the broadcast, saying that his knees were bad and that he couldn't stay in a match and sustain a very long game match with like multiple sets against somebody. I mean, he came out, beat Djokovic in this one, and on his way, even took out Ben Shelton, who honestly, I think Ben Shelton, his serve is really nice. But he's still got some time before he's going to be able to take some of these people out. They just got a few steps ahead of him. When it really gets into the rally, they can catch him off guard still. I think he's still got some learning. He's pretty young though. Ben Shelton's he's going to be on his way for the U.S.
I don't know what they were talking about with Sinner, man. I thought he was pretty aggressive against Alcaraz too. You look at here on Wimbledon's site. I mean, they said he was attacking 33% of the time, just 20 from Alcaraz. Where they were in the neutral, was way higher in the first in serves. Got beat out on the aces a little bit, but I mean he was going out there really well and sustaining. I thought for a long time, but they didn't believe in him. They thought he wasn't going to be able to go the distance.
He kind of played that way in every match. It felt like, he destroyed Djokovic in the semis. 6-4, but the first two sets he won 6-3. I mean, he's got a top dog right now as far as it goes. I mean, we got a little. I don't even know what's up next for tennis.
I think it's the U.S. Open now, right? They're just moving west because we had the French Open a few weeks ago. Now we're Wimbledon.
Okay,
I think it goes to the U.S. Open. That's the next major stop for the tennis folks.
Let's see who won in the women's.
The women's, that was I'm not really sure how you pronounce her first name, but Iga Swiatek, I believe. That's how you say that. And yeah, she cleaned it up quickly against an American, Anisimova. But she 6-0'd her in the first two sets, and that was it. It was all over.
Jeez.
Yeah, like she just crushed this lady. It was not really close. I mean, more aces, more first in serves, more first serve points, second serve points. She had more break points, more receiving points, 10 winners. Only 11 unforced errors to 28 by the other lady. And 55 total points won. So she just smoked her. It wasn't really that close. Which makes you think like did this lady just kind of luck into the finals? It was very clear who the better tennis player was there.
And she was the betting favorite in this one. So I mean, if you went with this Polish monster here, Iga, clearly the top dog. And the semis did the same thing. Won the first series 6-2 and finishes out the last one 6-0. I mean, she just knocked people out. Last two rounds, walked out Wimbledon champion like nothing. Going over to men's doubles, we had the British team won this one with Julian Cash and Lloyd Glasspool coming out with the win.
And they were playing, and there's another national team, Australian and French teammates.
There we go. David Pell, Rinky Hijikata. That's a sick name.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That makes me think sounds Aborigine, so an actual native Australian. Yeah, those guys, the British teams always seem to do very well. And these, I don't know what it is, but like Brits and duos in tennis, that's
unbeatable
really
right
well.
there.
Yeah,
that's unbeatable. There's just a chemistry that they have. It's just this chemistry.
like I'm not a huge tennis expert, so I wouldn't be able to tell you why that is the case. But I
Just trust us.
a lot of
Just
the
gotta
things,
trust
a
us.
lot of tennis highlights and everything that I see involving doubles and scores standings. The Brits are very much
They're on it.
dominating in that. Mostly for the men's side, it's a little different on the ladies' side, as we had German
and Russian.
and Russian. Okay, that flag is not loading for me, and then I don't even know those two flags.
Let's see.
It's not my
This top one is that top lady there is Taiwanese.
Okay, and that's
And that
testing my
bottom
geography
one-
here, man. I don't know.
Bottom one is Latvian.
Latvian,
That's a
okay.
good like a mix of players right there. You got I like the world variety. It's like going to the
Right.
little Olympics.
It is, and this one goes 3 sets, but it was the German and the Russian who lose the first one 6-3, come out and dominate set 2, winning that one 6-2, and then ultimately their final set they won 6 out of the 4. So, not the strongest start for them, but a pretty strong finish, forcing their opponents to try to come from behind, and they got it closed out instead.
The favorite in this one lost though, women's doubles in the semis. There's Taylor's Townsend and this Katarina girl were like running the show, like betting favorites in women's doubles. And they were knocked out by the runner-up in this tournament.
Sad to see. I hate to see it. There's that's why that's why we play. We always have our favorites, but you got to play the game. Got to play the game. I'm trying to find out how Coco Gauff did. She was coming off winning the French Open, first American to do that in a while. I'm just trying to see where she eventually got taken out because she didn't make it. She didn't even make it into the semis. I know that. So wasn't the best run from her, but hopefully she'll get a bounce back and represent the U.S. quite well at the U.S. Open. So I'd say right now she's probably the best tennis player we got. I feel like next up there, but it wasn't the best showing for her at Wimbledon here. A couple of other fellow
she
Americans.
lost in the round of 128 here to a Ukrainian, Diana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, really, really early. She lost
so
last Wednesday was when she lost.
It was a bad loss. Tough one to go out so early on. Well, yeah, that's a recap for Wimbledon. We're give it a shout out. It's the biggest tennis matchup of the year. Obviously, we're
not the biggest tennis guys, obviously, but
Not
we
the
want to
greatest
at least
tennis
give some
experts,
coverage to it.
Gotta give a
Deserves it.
shout to the amazing athletes there. Tennis is a very underrated sport in terms of athleticism. Like the ability to go for long matches, oftentimes outdoors in the heat with all these explosive movements on your serves and your returns. It's an incredibly taxing sport. And the reactions you got to have to like send a ball that's coming at you at 120 miles an hour. No, it's
from any of these people in this tournament. I could not return one serve. If they serve 100 of the same thing at me, there's no way I'm returning it. That's almost like 100 miles an hour tennis ball, dude.
I would say that tennis players can have some of the best endurance of any athletes.
That's like hitting a baseball. A little bit of a wider target, but like still.
Just you're moving constantly in that heat with these powerful serves. And these matches can go on for hours, like 5-6 hours if you're getting the really long ones. So you have to just have some insane endurance to be able to be successful in here. I don't know how they do it. Caveman, why don't we move on? Give a little talk, some WNBA talk. What do we got going on here?
Let's do it. I just want to check out the standings here.
Right. Leagues
Looks like Chicago's 7-14 though. Minnesota at the top here. Seattle's kind of exciting. Last year, they were in the playoffs last year, weren't they?
They were, but they got knocked out round 1.
I'm actually excited to see them looking like they're having a much better season.
Yeah,
13-9 at the 4 seed. They had a really young roster.
Our bad. Yeah, they
That
did.
didn't scare me as bad as last time. I was ready for that one.
I'm sorry, guys.
Is that a Die Tired's music video?
Yeah, I'm just getting it ready for the first break. Sorry about that.
You're
guys.
good. You're good.
You're
Hey,
good.
shout out Die Tired. They gotta make
That's
some
a
good music.
New album dropped.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
I still can't get over. I mean, the Sun. I know they lost a lot of players in free agency, and then Marina Marbury's kind of there as like a hostage situation. But like, wow, I mean, they went from like the second best record in the league to they're dead last. I mean, they look absolutely hopeless.
Yeah, it is. This is unfortunate.
Indiana Fever winning the Commissioner's Cup, so Caitlin Clark gets that under her belt in her second year.
They're on the 500 mark right now, but I feel like it's a little bit under expected for a lot of people, but I feel like it's kind of a good spot for where the Fever should be.
Now I saw TikTok the other day. Could you guys explain to me like the FIFA, the soccer? Who's the one that won the championship? Was that United States or was that Mexico?
Dude, the soccer
I don't know.
is very confusing. I don't get the standings.
Okay, I was just wondering because even like Trump was up there presenting the trophy or whatever.
Yeah,
so I was like, what the hell? Why?
He kind of photobombed them. They did not want him on like in that
Standing
picture.
right in front of all the players too.
Yeah, like dude, you didn't do anything.
Didn't do
Let the
anything.
players take a picture with their team. Just forcing yourself in there, man. Chill. You can see like there's a clip. You can see like he's like up on the stage and like the one guy's like one of the players is giving them like crazy side eye, and like the guy that's holding the trophy, he's like, "Are you gonna leave?" Like, I don't know what to do. It's just
That is insane.
oh man, social anxiety is scared of that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just does things.
So I know the soccer seedings don't make any sense to me. I'm not even quite sure who really won. I do, in the world of soccer, I do know that Chelsea shocked a lot of people, beating this club called PSG, and now I was just getting a lot
That
of
was a
videos of
big
the
game.
people.
That was a pretty big game right there.
A lot of PSG fans that were very confident that was going to happen, saying they would do things that.
The only thing I know about those standings is that PSG is pretty good. That's that French team that has his name.
Mbappe is that?
Yeah, they got Mbappe. That's PSG.
Right.
But
I mean, they lost 3-0. That was pretty bad. A pretty bad loss. Yeah. If we're keeping it real, we'll go. We'll pop over to the soccer standings here after we finish our WNBA recap and just let everyone know what's up there. The Lynx, I just want to before we move on.
The top dogs.
They're just
19-4,
tearing through people. I think that's right now. That's my early favorite.
This is one to check out. Undefeated at home.
Yeah, I think the Festa Collier is the best player in the league right now too. I mean, it's
last year I think it definitely Asia Wilson. This year
it was
Collier's got to be taken.
A lot of people. There were people that thought Collier should have won MVP over Aja. I think Aja still had the better season. I mean, I think this year it's just gonna no doubt it's gonna be
in the Collier. Collier.
I mean, she's averaging 24. 7 and 3, while also accounting for nearly 2 steals and 2 blocks a game. It's just, she just is so impactful on both ends of the floor. And I mean, you got the supporting cast around here. Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride at those guard spots are doing a great job. Alana Smith is the other. or as the another forward out there, and they really had Collier playing more as the center because they also got Bridget Carlton, who was really good for them last season, having another good season for him, playing on some more limited minutes and a bit more of a limited role. But it's a deep team. They got a lot of.
They're pretty stacked. They got a lot of development there. That 24 points you're talking about right now is leading the WNBA. So Collier, even that scoring title too this season. 8.5 boards, 3 assists. Like, this is career best in blocks per game. Man, they got their best leader.
She absolutely tore it up in the playoffs too, and it was kind of like it felt like it was a bit more of a shift in the top dog in the league, where like Aja's still really good. I mean, Aja's still the second best scorer here in the league, but I think it is technically pronounced Aja.
I think it is.
Yeah, but I'm sorry for butchering the name, but yeah, Nefessa is just out here. She's taking that crown, and I think losing Kelsey Plum hurt the Aces a lot. And it's really it's made it
it's a horrible spot right now. They're not. They got to claw their way back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just really put a lot more pressure on Aja, and she's got to do a lot more, just in terms of facilitating and playmaking, or that, and it takes away some of their spacing and just their shooting. Condenses the offense a little bit there.
Yeah, they're really forced inside. Their playmaking does start from, are in the post. That's going to be in Aja's hands. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it just really limits them.
Yeah, I mean, you'll take that. It's just there's less consistency, or there isn't as great of an option to kick it out to now, and that's been a bit of a problem for him. Beckers, I think she's probably still making a good case for Rookie of the Year, #1 pick, having a good season here with the Dallas Wings.
Good season on the worst team,
Yeah,
I
I mean, they're not even the worst. The Sun take that.
Yeah, the Sun suck. But
yeah, they haven't been able to turn it around too much here. I think they still got a ways to go, because it's really just like her and what's her name, Agumbawale.
Oh yeah, Enrique Agumbawale.
Yeah, Dare Agumbawale. Houston
Dare.
Texans running back legends. That's her brother.
Really?
Yeah,
that's sick.
Did you not know that? That's
heck yeah.
family.
There we go.
I'll say though, Kiki Arifin, man, she's having herself a nice little season down there in Washington. One of the top rebounders in the league. She's averaging like 12 points a game.
Okay.
9.8 rebounds a game. So she's having herself a sneaky good season. I feel like just based off of Paige's, name and everything, she's going to probably get the nod for Rookie of the Year. But got to give Kiki a shout out. She's having herself a really great season. But Paige is averaging like, I think, 18 a game, and she's up there with like some of the top scorers in the league. She's a top 10 scorer in the league right now. So probably going to be Paige, if we're being honest. But we'll go over the soccer and just
let's check out the standings.
There's a lot of different leagues too, and it's hard to keep track of.
There's a million different leagues.
If you like soccer, it's not as hard to keep track of, but I got respect to those athletes and what they got to do. And I've tried to get into it in a more serious capacity. But man, it's just there's just so many stretches of just nothing,
Yeah. And how do you even get to their ESPN page?
It's hidden, man. It's a secret.
What do you want to know?
I just want to see what the standings are right now in soccer.
In any league.
In any league.
So now Women's Euros is just wrapping up. I I don't know if it's over yet. But it looks like it's Sweden and England are gearing up for the championship.
Okay.
We'll
Barcelona is 4th right now.
Because right now I'm
There you
showing nothing for the current Premier League table for 25-26 season.
Then the Premier League must have just ended because there's also Champions League, there's LALIGA, there's the MLS thing, there's the Women's Soccer League,
Bundesliga, NWSL,
Bundesliga.
Liga MX, Champions League. I don't know if we already said that one. There's so many leagues. And then there's FIFA and international teams. There's Euros. There's Copa America. Here we go. Actually, the Euros.
Okay, the most recent FIFA sanctioned club competition was the newly expanded 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, held on June 14th to July 13th in the U.S. The final took place on July 13th, 2025 at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Chelsea defeated Paris Saint-Germain 3-0 to clinch their title, making them
okay. So it was
World
Chelsea.
Cup.
It was Chelsea.
So
and
Chelsea
PSG.
won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Chelsea won that FIFA World Cup.
Oh,
And
I guess that's
it
not
was
the-
here. I guess it makes sense.
That's
why.
so it's not an international team. This is what we're saying, guys.
Well, they're international.
They
The
are.
PSG is Paris, and then Chelsea is in the UK. But
But
it was
Chelsea's.
held
I'm
here.
pretty sure Chelsea is part of either the Premier or Champions League too. Same
Yeah,
with
it
Dude,
says
PSG is in the Champions League. That's what
I'm pretty
was
sure
seeing
Chelsea
from-
is too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it says goals came from Cole Palmer and Joa Pedro. Player of the tournament was Cole Palmer, and
I remember Cole Palmer's name. I heard he was cold.
Yeah.
during that.
and Chelsea is the
This
reigning
team's called
club
the
world
Young Boys?
champion, and Argentina is the reigning national world champion.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that was a Messi masterclass in Qatar. That was sick.
I
Okay,
just
so
found
the
them- I
U.S.
just found my
the
favorite
women's
soccer
European
team.
Championships actually Norway
Young
and
Boys.
Italy. Dude, there's some wild soccer club names because I think it's who is it? It's an English team, but they're like the Gooners. That's what they're called. That's their
Gooners? Well, this team is called the Young Boys. Swiss Super League.
They got some wild. There's some wild soccer names.
Well, I mean, when your team started in 1898, I'm sure you're probably gonna be called the Young Boys still.
Well, back then, Gooners made like something totally else. I think it's more. It has more connection to like henchmen and like goons than what the kids are using it for today. But it's just wild.
Yeah, people are getting pretty crazy with that.
Well, there you go. That's your FIFA update. We figured it all out together. We're gonna go
Pretty
on
much.
break. When we come back, we'll have some sports that me and Caveman are much more adapted at. We got some
More
NBA.
adapted to.
Yeah, we got
Fucking
NBA
hell.
Summer League updates. We're gonna talk a little MLB. There was a draft. We had the All-Star game. There's some interesting things going on with that. And then we're gonna do some fantasy football mock drafts for you as well. And another team building challenge is on the way. So stay tuned for all of that. We will be back until the final whistle.
And we're playing Die Tire Fall Forever.
Complicates and shakes you, consumes all that makes you deep inside your bones. In a moment, choose the things you want and remember who you are and who you want to be. An anonymous dream came calling deep inside your soul. Let it came with love and splendor, everything you owned. It's right there.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The web at mbradio.com.
You are looking live at Till the Final Whistle, everybody. We're going into MLB. We're heading over to some sports that the boys are a little bit more accustomed to. And one thing that we are accustomed to over here, especially in Colorado, is watching the Rockies lose. And they've been winning a little bit more. They got like 22 wins now, I think. But
they're on holiday now.
Yeah, we're off till Friday, coming back from a road trip. But we're gonna be
All-Star break and everything.
All-Star break, road trip.
No Rockies spotted at All-Star weekend.
Makes sense. That makes sense. They got a good vacation.
Got a good vacation, and they got a brand new player. That's what I said. We're on holiday now.
We're gonna get to the draft here. We got to cover our challenge though for the runs allowed for the rest of the season. So I was slacking a little bit, so I broke this up into 4 chunks here. So from July 20th to the 25th was 38 runs allowed. So I got 380 sit-ups. That's done. From June 26th to July 3rd was 38 runs also. So 380 push-ups. I did that as well. And July 4th to the 9th was 47 runs allowed. So I'm doing 47 made 3-pointers. I'm going to the gym, shooting around until I make 47 threes. I made 27 so far. And I got it all recorded and everything. And then July 12th and 13th, they allowed 8. So I did 80 floors on the Stairmaster and 800 feet climbed on the Stairmaster. I did that already.
Holy crap, man.
I just got to finish. I got to make 20 more threes, and I'm all caught up. 20 more 3-pointers by Friday. And then I can go one game at a time, and it makes the workout so much easier than having to do 380 push-ups in like 3-4 days.
Yeah, I just saved up the runs from the past 2 weeks since we were off last week. 67. I would eat the onions, but I just looked, they've expired actually. So I'm not going to.
We're not going to
make myself ill.
Do that. That's going to be gross.
Yeah,
it's going to be bad.
I do. I'm not even to miss work because I got a foodborne illness. So I'll get some new ones. Either we'll do it on Friday, or maybe I'll just add up their. It's a short week. Maybe I'll just add up their runs and we'll do it again on Wednesday so everybody can see it.
True. They got a long weekend ahead of them.
Yeah, I mean they don't come back until Friday. So I mean, what's the worst that can happen from Friday to next Wednesday? How many runs can they give up? I'll probably regret asking that question.
I mean, it's when on average, let's see, because I got it right here. Usually in a 5-day span, it's 38 runs. That's typically the first week. The first week we went Wednesday to Wednesday. They allowed 34. The next week was 39. So typically in a 5-day span, it's around 35 to 40 runs they allow.
I would probably put me in the triple digits, but hey, you know what?
If you get more small, the small onions are a smart idea because you can just get a good handful of them.
We'll see. We break that up into, depending on the number, we can break it up into reasonable sized handfuls.
Are you doing onions again? Or are you gonna?
We'll see. We'll see what I can find.
I would love to eat 100 something small chunks of like an apple, like 100 something grapes. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I might just try. I might do mushrooms, like some smaller ones, because I hate the taste of them. But like, we'll see if I can find 100 plus mushrooms.
Punishment.
Yeah, I bought too many onions. They went bad before I could eat them all. So that's a lesson learned there. The Rockies weren't quite as bad as I thought they were going to be. And
22 and 74 right now.
They got a cool new addition though.
Yeah, Ethan Holiday. We got the youngest son of Matt Holiday. This kid was actually projected to go first overall, though, to the Nationals. They didn't end up taking him. They got another shortstop, the Nationals. And I got that day one. Let me pull up the rest of the day one stuff here. But I'm pretty excited for getting Ethan Holiday.
His dad played for us for a little bit. He'll already fits the he knows the vibes here of Colorado. He should fit right in. I'm sure he'll develop into a pretty good player, and we'll trade him in about 6-7 years here. So
yeah, we'll end up just sending
the cycle of pain will continue. But yeah, man, the MLB draft. I mean, it is crazy how many picks you get. Because the Rockies, I'm only just scrolling through their list of picks, man. I mean, you're going all the way down to like 587. They had 20 total picks.
Jesus. I mean, that's good, honestly. We need as much as we can get. But I like Ethan Holiday. He brings a pretty good aspect to like the defense that I feel like is going to just kind of hopefully elevate the rest of the field. Because, man, once he finally gets out of those minors and comes up, and hopefully we got somewhat of a team around him.
Some type of I feel like the offense will be there. Like we'll have fine batters. We just can we find some decent baseman outfielders? Can we have a decent pitching rotation? You know.
And I mean, I don't think our offense are the problem, like you were saying. Unless like this Boston Red Sox series where we pretty much that is 29 runs in 3 games, and we only scored 7 runs to their 29 in 3 games.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's more of us just being consistent.
Right.
We go through these good stretches where we got 6 runs against the Astros, or 7 in a win against the Astros, 6 in a win against the White Sox. You know, we can score a little bit, but we go on these stretches where we have like 1 run, 1-8 to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Where we lose like 10-6. The next game's 5-0.
You get pitchers are fine against, average, or batters are fine against average pitchers, and I think like they run into some good ones, and it's just a good rotation that night, whatever it might be. They just they crumble. Well, speaking of pitching, that was actually the second guy that the Rockies took, JB Middleton, from Southern Miss. We'll see if maybe he develops into something. They went pretty heavy on their pitchers. I mean, like their last 10 picks were all just pitchers. So I mean, one of these guys has got to be good, right? They took 10, 11, 12, 13 out of their 20 picks for pitchers. So I mean, one of those guys has got to work out. Could it be Riley Kelly from UC California, Anton Jean from Houston, Zach Harris from Georgia, maybe Luke Broderick from Nebraska, Dylan Crooks from Oklahoma? I like a guy from the South. I feel like Southern guys make good pitchers. Just
we got that dude in the minors right now that does the splits every time he gets a strikeout. But I think looking at this, I just realized Ethan Holiday is a shortstop. One of our highest paid players right now, who's not really having that great of a season, Ezequiel Tovar, is our starting shortstop right now. So potentially we could see the Rockies maybe shop around Tovar.
I feel like you could get some good value for him.
Get some good value. I mean, we're already going to suck the rest. We're 35 games back. There's
still hope. Come on, man.
It's not like we're getting anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah. I'd say Rockies could get an A grade from us. I think they did a pretty good job. Another team that had some good picks, the Orioles, trying to get out of this hole that they're in. But I like a couple of catchers back to back, just trying to address that problem that they've got there. Then they go a shortstop. Again, the outfielders stock up on some pitchers, for some more shortstops. So some promising candidates that they got potentially going into their farm system there. Another team that had a pretty good draft that isn't doing too hot right now is the Chicago White Sox. Jimmy Covers, where you at?
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate.
I mean, if the cycle continues, these guys will, have some promising development on the White Sox, and then in a few years, I mean, they'll be all-stars on championship caliber
Different
teams
team.
somewhere else.
Just somewhere else doing their job. Like he texted us about Clayton Kershaw, who left the White Sox after reaching 2,000 strikeouts with the White Sox.
Yep. Billy Carson, will he be the next great shortstop for another team? Or Kyle Lodson? Gabe Davis gave up on football to go pitch. There he is. There's our guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite draft pick they got here, Jimmy?
It's always the White Sox. It really is.
Which guy do you think's going to be winning a championship on like the Yankees in 10 years? Who's gonna be on the Giants winning a championship in 10 years?
No, we gotta put it out there into existence. Which player do you think is going to be on the Rockies in 10 years with Ethan Holiday winning the World Series? We gotta put some good hope out there for the team.
Right there. I mean, I think it's this pitcher, Gabe Davis out of Oklahoma State, man. He's actually not Luis Robert. Oh, there you go. But he's been around for a bit. Like, what they got a rookie in this class that they just drafted that's going to another team in the championship. I know there's like 2 or 3 in here. We gotta count on the White Sox. Yeah, there's a lot of picks though to go over, for all these teams. So we'll just we'll throw out some draft grades. If you got any other notable names you wanna jump into or throw out there before we give out these grades, let me know.
Let's check out the grades. I'm just scrolling through right now this top 20, checking them out right now.
Gotcha. Well, say the Diamondbacks, they could probably get an A. The Braves, B-. Orioles,
Holiday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Orioles, I said A. Red Sox, they're like A-. Cubs, you could probably give them a B. White Sox, like an A-. Reds and Guardians, the Ohio teams, give them like some B+ there. Rockies, an A. Tigers, B-. Astros, a B+. The Royals, A- probably. The Angels, they're a C+ for them. They're not a very good drafting team. Yeah, we're stoked for Holiday, Jimmy. The Dodgers, give them a B. They can give them a solid B. Marlins, I think an A is good for them. The Brewers, the Twins, both B+, I'd say. Same with the Yankees. The Mets, a little worse, but not too much. B-. I think the Athletics had a pretty good draft. They could get an A. I'd say same with the Padres. Padres had a pretty good draft as well. Pirates, give them an A- in there. San Francisco Giants, B+. The Mariners, an A. The St. Louis Cardinals, give them a B. Tampa Bay Rays, A. And then you got the Rangers, the Blue Jays, Nationals, all probably Bs there. So not really any team had a horrible draft. Obviously, with the farm system and the time you've got to develop guys,
it's hard to have that.
It's hard to really
draft.
Yeah, especially if you're filling in depth at places. It's a waiting game.
So many picks.
Sometimes it's a bajillion picks. So you've got to.
I'm still scrolling through the first round. I've seen the Orioles like 4 or 5 times on here, and I'm in the
picks.
I'm in the compensation picks. And there's first round compensation picks. And then there's this competitive balance round.
Time will tell. Like we said, can be a bit of a waiting game. Some of these guys will be in the minors for a lot of years before they finally get their chance to play it in the majors. But we also had All-Star festivities this weekend.
That was pretty fun.
And the Home Run Derby had a pretty competitive matchup there.
Except for Jazz Chisholm.
Dude, talk about that, dude. What the hell happened?
He had 38 swings, 3 home runs.
Something like that. I just remember, he scored 3. He had 3 home runs. I was just blown away. I was like, I mean, was he even trying? That's the better question.
Could have just been having some fun, but you just get the
obviously
chance to
he's
hit
seeing
the ball far.
Laid back, it's the All-Star week and everyone's having fun, but I got the impression that he was at least trying, still trying to he's having fun, but still trying to put up a good score. He just fell way short. But Cal Ray, man, we've been just bringing this guy up on the show. Every time we bring it, we're talking baseball because he's been having a really great year batting.
Cal Raleigh,
that's how you say it. Sorry. He was crushing them. Got into a showdown with what was his name? Junior Camarino.
Oh yeah, Schwarber was going crazy.
That was insane at the end of the All-Star game. I thought that was cool. Tied at the end of it. Instead of going extra innings, we'll have that home run derby walk-off competition. Yeah,
that was fun.
Schwarber crushed it. Absolutely crushed it.
You're right. That Seattle Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh, the one player that they have that's super good while the rest of the team is pretty mediocre, just mid. But, I mean, that's how you get to fill the seats. People going to watch Cal Raleigh.
Well-deserved All-Star for him here. And then, we get into the game.
Bunch of first-time All-Stars in this one, too. Ryan O'Hearn.
Clayton Kershaw was up there pitching with the mic into the broadcast booth. Kind of felt that was a good, feeling like a send-off for him, probably the final year of his career. That was cool. Skeens, man, that guy was on demon time. I think he was on the mound he had 3 batters, struck out 2 of them, and then grounded. But he had Judge grounded out to first. So cool. I mean, that was all we got of him, and then they pulled him. I get it. There's a lot of other guys going in here, but dude, he just came out and just absolutely dominated everybody.
Yep.
At the plate. Which we give Tyreek Skubal a lot of praise here, but then Skubal came out and looked, pedestrian compared to what
Skeens had just
done. What he had just done. Yeah, man.
It was pretty crazy. Tigers though getting 4. The Tigers and the Dodgers got the most people in here, which is that's good for the Tigers, man. That's good to see. They were that team that just needed to make a push at the end of every season. They could never do it. Now they're on just this nasty run this year.
Kind of Pete Crow Armstrong, man. Give him a little shout out.
First-time All-Star.
Young guy out of Chicago, dude. He had a pretty good showing. Then it wasn't him, but it was his teammate that had just an absolute sick catch off of an out. Slide. I'm blanking on the guy's name, but he had the sliding catch. It was awesome. I was one of the better moments from it there. Shohei, Aaron Judge, how did they do? Well, Judge, he had 2 at bats and didn't hit anything. I forget who was the other pitcher when he went up there, but I know he had Skeens on his first one. Ohtani at his 2 at bats, he had a run and actually run off of 1 hit. So that was, solid showing out of him. I kind of wish he went out there and pitched, even if it was just for like one possession or something. I thought that would have been cool, but
yeah, why not?
Chisholm, striking out, going 0 for 3 on his at bats again. Vlad Guerrero, I think he made some good defensive plays, and he did get a hit in one of his 2 at bats, but wasn't able to make anything out of it. It's glad to see him back here in the All-Star game. Some of these other pitchers, man, they had themselves a night. Rodon, I thought he was really good when he was up there. Bubik he had a really rough go of it at the mound. Him and Measy let the American team all the way back into this thing after they got down 6-0. That was a really cool comeback that they had to get this game tied up. And then, like we said, Schwarber goes 3 for 3 in the walk-off home run challenge and seals it up for the night. And then, what was the name of the guy that came up after him? But he bombed, man. I thought he kind of got screwed. They didn't count the one that hit the wall and came back into the park. But I mean, that's at
true.
that stadium. That's not a home run.
It's not a home run at that stadium.
Like he did have that one. I thought they should have counted it just to make it interesting. Like now it's tied up, and then so like every swing that the last guy had would have been, there would have been that much more drama on it, but they didn't get to that point.
Jimmy, though, your White Sox got a player, though, Hunter Goodman, your catcher. He was on an all-star roster this year. Not too bad. The Rockies, obviously on pace, set the record for most losses in a season, but you guys got an all-star in there this time around.
Well, that's what we got for MLB right now. Season's kicking back off, and now we're making a playoff push. All-Star Weekend was a lot of good fun, and I like that walk-off thing. Like that's cool. That's a cool thing that they implemented in there. Great way to end the game when it's going into overtime. But we got a little NBA Summer League going on as well.
You guys are finding their feet in the league nicely. One, man. Come on now. Bronny's playing good, man. Bronny's playing pretty good. He looks definitely a lot more comfortable playing NBA basketball. Seems definitely more adjusted to the game. He really did find his feet. He found his feet a little bit.
Cooper Flag, he looks as good as advertised too, man. He's averaging
Definitely
20.5. His first game got off to a little bit of a sketchy start, but then he was just right back. He was to himself, tearing it up. He's now averaging 20. In the summer league. And the Bulls, Beisel, man. I think he's been pretty good. Which that they're going to need that because unfortunately his they're the Bulls' first round draft pick this year. His career is already over. He just got
Noah Senge got absolutely.
He got bodied by Johnny Furphy, man.
Put on a poster by Johnny Furphy.
We gotta get the picture for the people. H, can I send you a picture and you just get it on StreamYard?
Just add it to the StreamYard. You don't even have to say anything. Just click it once you get it up there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're gonna show you what happened to.
It's art. It's artwork.
I mean, Sengu, man, his career's over. It's tough, but I mean, you just can't recover from a photo like this.
And sorry, Jimmy, it just so had to happen to the good old Chicago Bulls 12th overall pick, Noah Senge. 6'10", French guy. I mean, he's just gonna have to win 29 championships in a row to outlive this one.
Be able to get it to live it down. Some of the guys are a lot of second-year guys really tearing it up though. We got Kyle Filipowski, Drew Timme.
Dude, Timme.
Quentin Jackson.
He ain't looking too bad. He got hit in the head with that pass and he locked in.
Yeah. Filipowski's averaging nearly 30, dude. He looks like almost unstoppable. against some of these guys. But yeah, Timmy averaging 25. He's really got that post game going.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of where once he kind of had to just find his feet too, because that's really his game. And if he gets the right matchup down low, he could easily use his footwork and get a quick bucket. He's on the nets. This guy's gonna get some time.
He'll get a chance.
He'll get some minutes. Get some minutes.
Walter Clayton looks like he could find a niche as a. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Jeez, man.
How do you come back from that? No, put it back up there. Yeah. That's what happened to Noah Sungay.
The Aussie boy, Johnny Furphy, went up strong. Literally cocked it back to his feet almost from the jump.
Ridiculous. How you gotta you're just cooked after that. I mean, how did the photographer capture that? I would hunt that photographer down. He really had to capture that.
Bulls end up winning that game though. 114-105.
Yeah, so I guess he did get the last laugh.
That's because of our boy Matas Buzelis, though, leading them with the good 28. Is that Kai Jones on the Pacers?
Dude, is he back in the league? Is he
back?
He lost his mind there for a minute and went insane. Kind of got kicked out of the league.
He's honestly not bad. Really athletic guy.
He was nice, man. He was nice.
And I mean, Miles Turner gone. That's not really a bad fit for him. He could really be good. That's actually Cam Jones.
Oh, the Marquette guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Cam Jones is pretty nice.
He's
too.
Pretty good. He was their leading scorer in this one. 26 assists and 3 steals to go with it for the Pacers. So
Nuggets haven't been able to win a summer league game, but I will say Deron Holmes he's looked nice. Looks like a good rebounder. Not like he's still still need some work as a defender and a scorer. He's more of just like a slasher and a putback type guy, run to the rim. But he's getting some boards, doing well in that aspect. But they got the Jonas Valanciunas drama sorted out, so that's
nice. He arrived. I saw the post that he officially had made all the deals all done and everything.
The Greeks are furious about it, but it's
Sorry,
nice that
Panathinaikos. Pick him up later.
It's nice that worked out because now Holmes he doesn't look quite ready to be the backup big for Jokic. They got some time to work with him. I don't know. Did I mention Walter Clayton Jr.? I think has been having a really nice.
We haven't been able to talk quite about his team yet, but we did mention him a little bit at the beginning. I think it could be pretty serviceable for a team, honestly.
I was worried how he was gonna work out in the NBA, but I think he's got a real chance to carve out that hustle play, role player that doing the dirty work type of stuff, knocking down a couple of threes when you need them to, and just hound people on defense, be that off ball pest.
I see honestly really good 6-man. Just the energy that he brings would be a really big spark plug off the bench for a team. Coming in, hit a three, he's athletic enough to go and dunk on a guy in the lane too. Just hype plays for your team, hype plays for the crowd. That's something really big for a lot of teams. Home court advantage for Nuggets, huge. We saw in the playoffs a lot this season.
Reed Shepherd, that's another name I want to bring up too. Averaging 23, another good summer league from him.
I think it's going to be a chance for him. I think he could
be a real weapon.
Jalen Green's gone, dude.
Off the bench for the Rockets.
They can use this guy now.
For sure, dude.
He was stuck in the dog pound because they had 1 million guards that were all the same age. That's who really gets the start.
Yeah. I think his 3-point shooting is going to need some more work. He's not really That's where I think he can add some more to his game and really get up some solid minutes. But he's nice around the rim. We'll see, how that's gonna play against some more of the top end starters in the NBA. Obviously, he's playing a lot of other young guys. We'll see how his finishing translates into normal NBA. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think he's got a real shot.
Alex Sarr, 16 points, 12 boards. Am I reading that? 8 blocks correctly? 8 blocks?
Alex Sarr probably should have gone number 1 overall. No disrespect to Riche Deshay, but
Can we see? Honestly, I feel like it could be a time for him to have a nice little good improvement season. Washington, he has a lot of veterans around him now after their off season. So I feel like there's going to be a big jump in his game, honestly.
He's just going to be there. I think he's just going to be forced out.
Probably.
Onto the floor. Another rookie I've kind of liked, Derek Queen. He's looked nice. Summer League, it's good fun if you're missing basketball. But you never really quite know how these guys are going to translate, because I've seen some pretty good Summer League performers that just disappear.
This is honestly a good opportunity for the players, though, to actually get some good experience. Play those second, third year guys that have done it for a little bit. You start get your feet wet a little bit coming out of the draft, or if your rookie year was kind of tough, use the Summer League as kind of another way to find your feet. I feel like it's a good opportunity for some guys to kind of bounce back, but again, it is not the same. It's kind of like the little preseason.
Mini preseason.
It just doesn't have all the players.
All right. But that's going to do it for a recap of the NBA Summer League. We're going to go ahead and hit another quick music break. When we come back, we've got fantasy football mock drafts that we'll jump into.
I'm excited for this.
Bleacher Report also did their top 100 players in the NBA history. We'll look over some of the spots on there. We probably won't go over the whole list. And then we got our team builder challenge, but we will get to all of that and more potentially when we come back from break here until the final list. Don't go anywhere.
He spent 22 years in the army. We talked Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And what I learned from him's worth more than anything anyone's bought me. That camo jacket with our last name, still in my closet to this day. There ain't enough money in the world you can give me to throw it away. I hold on to pictures and memories in that shadow box with everything still in it. Whenever he talked, I listened. So fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one defending the land of the free. We're in the home of the brave. And pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for their mama as if she was your own. Can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier's son. And those cassette tapes he mailed home, I'd rewind them all night long. When I closed my eyes, it felt like he wasn't gone. And Mama did the best she could, raising 3 kids while he stood on the front lines from dawn to dusk in a gun-smoked skyline. Fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one defending the land of the free. We're in the home of the brave. And pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for their mama as if she was your own. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier son. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier son. So I hold on to pictures and memories in that shadow box with everything still in it. Whenever he talked, I listened. And he said to fly that flag in your front yard as high as you can, except for when we lose one defending the land of the free. Boy, you're in the home of the brave. So to this day, I pour one out for the ones who never made it home. Say a prayer for their mama as if she was my own. I can't wait to tell my boys about the wars we won. Yeah, I'm proud to be a soldier son.
The station where our veterans' voices are heard. MBR Talk.
Program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
The web at mbradio.com.
You are looking live, everybody, at Till the Final Whistle. We are back now. HG and Caveman. And we got this Bleacher Report top 100 NBA players of all time ranked. We're just going to cover a few crazy spots. When we were on break, we saw that Draymond is at 88 on this list. And just some of the people ahead of him, man. Some of the people that are below him are right here. Like Chris Webber at 90. I feel like Chris Webber was a little bit better.
I feel like Jason Tatum. I'm like, okay. At any point when you're building a team, and it's like, okay, you can choose them from any point of their career, and you're going to make a team. Right. And your option is Jason Tatum or Draymond Green. Are you at any point ever going to choose Draymond Green over Jason Tatum?
Probably picking Tatum over Draymond.
Like I'm saying like
Probably
those are the first
Webber
two
over
guys you
Draymond.
have to pick, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, maybe if I'm building a team, I'm like, okay, like a guy like Draymond would make more sense on the team I have. But like you're going first and they're like, okay, your two options are Draymond Green and Jason Tatum. Every single time.
I think Jason Tatum's would be picked.
Tony Parker, I saw was down at like
86 right
I
here.
feel like that's kind of low. Tony Parker.
It is kind of low.
He didn't make the top 75 team. But I mean, I would put him at least in the top 80. Manu is at 75. He's right there.
I think the thing about this list as well that they try to take away or they try to add in, and I guess it kind of doesn't make sense with some of it as well. Some of the standings on here is like they try to add in like cultural relevance and like cultural impact as well, which I guess makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But I feel like Tony Parker still had a pretty decent amount of cultural impact for he's French dude. Pretty good cultural impact for, some overseas in the NBA, overseas players in the NBA. That's what I don't really get about this. A lot of these lists.
They got Joel Embiid
at 81.
Do they have Joel Embiid at 66? So guys like Alonzo Mourning, Dennis Rodman's a spot above him. Kyrie Irving, Wes Unseld, Chris Bosh, Dave Cowens, Alex English, all those guys, Pete Maravich, Paul George, Grant Hill. I could keep going. All those guys are below Joel Embiid, which is insane. I mean,
the dude can't even play a full season.
He's hardly on the court. He's historically been a huge dropper. And they got my goat, Vince Carter, one spot below him. That's just
Chris Bosh,
the greatest dunking guard we've ever seen. No one will do it better than Chris Carter, man.
Come on.
I mean, his rookie of the year, 8-time All-Star, all those dunk championships he played, and he had solid longevity. He wasn't able to put up crazy numbers in this older age, but he played till he was like 42, 41, 42. They got Damian Lillard a spot below him at 64, which is, yeah, I guess that's fair.
That's
Dame's,
fair, I guess.
Man, I might just have a soft spot for Dame because he stayed with Portland for so long, and I had so much respect for him because like the Nuggets had some battles against him, dude, and he was
some crazy.
He was tough. He was a problem to deal with.
So hard to guard.
I have a lot of respect for him.
He's extremely good in the pick and roll,
So
similar to Murray.
64 feels a bit low for him. We'll see. We'll go up a little bit. Just Saul down at 62. That's another spot where I'm like maybe a bit low. Yeah, but we're gonna keep going. We'll go down a little bit more. Melo at 60. This might be controversial. I would probably move Melo back a bit. I think he really the later part of his career.
I agree with you there.
Really drug him down a bit, and then I also just think he balled out, but he got and took the Nuggets to some finals, but
he never really had that team.
Ugly.
He never really had that team. He needed the type of player that just draws the attention because he is going to have to shoot a lot of shots. Like he never really had the depth on any team.
I don't. All right,
do anything.
60 might be fair. I think I am maybe like not super far down, but maybe like 70. No, 65-ish range. I think it would be fair. Certainly better than Joel Embiid, but
definitely
Joel
Embiid. I don't even think he's in the top 100. Looking at these guys and see where Joel Embiid's at, take him out the top 100.
You could put him in the top 85 to 100, 86 to 100, and I'd be all right with that. But 66, way too high. That's insane. T-Mac at 59. All right, that's not terrible. See, Luka at 57. I think that's fair. Just
Anthony Davis at 45.
You know what?
He's good, man.
Call me crazy.
He's good, bro. But like
that's right around where he should be. Maybe a bit higher, but like I mean, I'd maybe move him back 10 spots at most, dude.
That's fair.
Prime AD was a problem. That Lakers championship, dude. I would say he was probably the best player on that team. Like LeBron was playing really well, but like Anthony Davis,
I'd say
that was the only point in any of LeBron's championships where I'd say you could make an argument that he wasn't the best player out there. So 45, that's all right for him. Yeah, man, we got Amanda White, Ray Allen at 51. I would move Ray Allen up to like top 45. That's just me, man. He has some clutch shots. I think Ray Allen, I think he should be above Paul Pierce, who's at 49.
I agree with that.
That's a controversial opinion. Russ at 48. I mean, maybe a bit high for him, but one of the greatest peaks and like the numbers he's able to put up. I mean, he was so great that he definitely deserves to be high up here because he just was in his prime, such a unstoppable player. Moving up here, I'm going into the top 40s now. Starting it off with Patrick Ewing. That's a fair spot for him. Like that. Clyde Drexler, 39. I'm glad to see him up here.
That's a good spot for him right there.
Got the Bobs, Pettit and Kuzi, 38, 37. AI at 36.
Chris Paul at 30.
Steve Nash. Steve Nash should not be ahead of Allen Iverson. I'm going to just say that. I don't care where else they got to be. Harden at 34 maybe feels high. Man.
I'd put him a few spots back maybe, but that isn't a bad spot for him.
Not terrible. You're right. Kawhi at 32. Dude, Kawhi would be top 10 if he could have like stayed healthy, man.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
2 finals wins and finals MVP in both of them. Like he just, man, if injuries didn't plague his career, absolute monster at his peak.
Yeah, Chuck 25.
Chris Paul at 30.
I like that.
Chris Paul at 30.
That one, I feel like that's a little high.
I do. I'm a like Chris
I like
Paul's
Chris
annoying,
Paul.
but like I actually like him a lot. Like as a player, it's a little sad he's not going to get the ring, but like he was an absolute demon as during his prime. I just don't like the fact that he wasn't able to really get it done in the postseason ever makes me a little hesitant to have him top 30, especially when you got some other guys below him that have some other resumes. Like, same here with John Stockton, like wasn't ever able to fight to seal the deal. Scotty at 28. I think Scotty should be higher. Scotty's like a top 20 player all time. Top 15, honestly. He's up there,
honestly,
dude.
I feel like to a 28 is a pretty good spot for him.
I think like he did so much for those Bulls teams, man.
But
I think he just gets discredited because he had Michael Jordan.
Personal accolades. Michael Jordan left.
That's true. Well, I mean, he also like you can make that same argument for like MJ's accolades without Scottie Pippen. I mean,
he was an old man playing on the Wizards.
Well, before he got there, though, too, he's like 1-9 in the playoffs. You know.
True.
But those guys got together, and then they made like the most unstoppable team of the 90s. Then you got IT just below him. I don't know. Was MJ the better player than Scottie? Yeah, but like, I think like he's getting a little discredited for just how dominant he was. And they did some cool things in Portland. They weren't able to win the championship, but that wasn't a bad team. We're getting Chuck at 25. Yeah, Giannis at 24. Absolutely. He'll be higher. D Wade, 23. D Wade's a top 20 player. I mean, I don't care.
Easily.
Let's see. The scumbag.
Especially over Karl Malone.
The scumbag. He should
dude.
just not be put on the list. I don't care. Like, stop giving this guy any over Moses Malone. No disrespect to some of the old timers, but dude, D Wade's better than those guys. Dr. J. Like, yeah, Dr. J could be a top 20 player, but like he should not be above Dwayne Wade.
If D Wade's 21 and Dr. J's 20, or vice versa, that's where I'd like it to be.
I'd have Dwayne Wade in my top 15, probably.
I love D Wade, man. Me too.
David Robinson at 18, Dirk at 18. I guess that's fair, but like I would probably I'd have Dirk higher just because he's got the heaviest ring of all time.
Dirk higher.
Jokic at 17. He'll be top 10. Here.
Gotta give him some time.
So, look, we'll just wait.
Gotta give him some
time. We'll just
time.
wait. I think he's already a top 15 player, but we'll chill. We'll chill on that. KG 16. All right, I'm interested to see who this top 15 is.
Jerry West 15. Oscar Robertson at 14.
He is the logo. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I would put those guys above KG or Dirk or.
I know. Dude.
I mean, they did some.
Come on.
They did some. I mean, Jerry West is the logo. Oscar Robinson, first ever guy to average a triple double. I guess it's fair. Kevin Durant, 13. That's about a perfect spot.
Good spot there.
So Hakeem, 12. That's tough. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see who's above him. I might say he's a Kobe at 11.
Oh, this list is weird.
Okay, yeah.
This list is weird.
And look, I know there are people that like make Kobe GOAT arguments, or that like there are people like a lot of discussions I see he's a top 3 player all the time. I don't agree with that. I think I would keep him out of the top 5, but he's absolutely top 10. He's probably 8 or 9
top 10
for me
in the top 10.
But I like he should be. I think he should be like 11 is absurd that he's not.
I'm sorry.
Down. Who's above him?
No,
Steph.
Just wait till we get to 5. I got.
Okay, Steph at 10. That's fair because if he is like up there for the greatest point guard of all time. That's tough. Wilt. It's hard to not put him in the top 10 with what he did. I mean, the footage is just him doing offensive goaltending all the time. If you've seen some of that new release Wilt footage where he's just his opponent, his teammate will
those
shoot
clips
it,
are hilarious though.
and like I mean people might have just been cherry picking him, and it's just funny. Like they just shoot the ball, and he just comes in before it's even going down and just grabs it. All right, let's see who's above them. Larry Legend at 8.
Perfect spot.
Mm,
Maybe even 9.
I'd put him at 6. Not even gonna lie. Tim Duncan's top 5 for me. It's a
Tim
big
Duncan
fundamental. He's
easily
probably
top 5.
4
Same
for me.
Same with Shaq, who's 6.
Shaq
Now
is 6.
This is my controversial opinion.
Shaq's probably like my 5.
I got Shaq in the top 5 with Tim Duncan.
Bill Russell.
This is my controversial take here. I get it. A lot of rings, a lot of championships. I don't think Bill Russell should be in the top 10.
I'm there too.
Bill Russell should be in the top.
I'm a
10.
person that, especially with basketball, I don't really and with a number of sports, I do take rings into consideration, but
Bill Russell top 50.
they actually aren't the heaviest thing for me because to win a ring, that ultimately all boils down to the team, the front office, the organization. It doesn't matter what sport. I mean, it's a team sport. You can only championships hold more value to me when you're looking at individual sports, like where if you're like singles in tennis or golf, F1 racing, that type of stuff might hold more value there. But like on a team sport, you can be an exceptional player, but there's only so much you can do if the rest of your team can't compete with another team. That's why
he has 11 championships, 5 MVPs, 11 All-NBAs, 12 All-Stars, 4 rebounding titles. I just don't feel like he should be in the top 10. He's got a great, insane resume.
Yeah, he would be like, who was that, 12? That's probably where I'd put him, 12, maybe 11.
Yeah. Because I feel like you got to have Kobe around here with Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Those two got to be in the top 5 easily. That's at least 2 slots.
I think Tim Duncan would probably be, he's probably my 3. You got Magic at 4. Which is valid. I think
valid.
I don't know. Another kind of crazy opinion. I don't know if I'd have Magic top 5. I'd probably have him as like 6 or 7. Like him and Bird would be right around the same place because they were obviously the best players on their team for a good chunk of it. I think you could make the argument that Kareem, who's number 3, which I think is a perfect spot for him, honestly, is I think I have Kareem at my 4, Tim Duncan just ahead of him at 3. But I think like Magic and Bird did have insane teams, but they were the best players on those teams, and those teams would not have won nearly as many championships and been as unstoppable as they were without those guys, but they still would have been very competitive teams that probably could have still secured a championship or 2. So Kareem at 3.
LeBron.
They got LeBron at 2. MJ at 1.
I think the only thing I do, you could switch those 2 out.
For me personally, 1. I have LeBron as 1 and Michael Jordan as 2. I just think that
I think majority of people do now have LeBron at 1.
I just think that when you look at their careers and the teams that they play for, like LeBron, like it was a kind of a different NBA where Michael had all this, like the Bulls were like Michael wasn't just a great player, he was great marketing for them, and that that period of time, like that was the money maker, and they were a smarter organization that when he was upset because they were having trouble getting these winning seasons, because he was, stat it, right? But 1-9 in the playoffs before they drafted Pippen. I don't think they ever finished above 500 in those first few seasons because like the team around him wasn't great. But then that front office, that coaching staff, Phil Jackson's arguably the greatest coach of all time in the NBA.
They did a great job building around.
They did what they could to make him happy, and build a championship caliber team around them, and then it paid off dividends because they won those six in the 90s, and it was they were the NBA ran through the Bulls in the 90s. Those 2 years he was off was when the Hakeem got his few in. But
I mean, honestly,
let's not forget the one season where he was fully retired, they did just lose. The Bulls only lost 2 less games and still went to Game 7 of the East Finals.
That's a pretty good season.
So they had built a super team there.
You could argue though that LeBron is just as marketable, man.
Yeah.
Now that the internet's bigger, ads are bigger, memes are bigger. He's in a Sprite commercial singing about Sprite Cranberry. It's a meme now all year round. It's a Christmas themed soda that only comes out during 3 months out of the year. Right. It's a whole year round thing.
And
she's got his own shoes.
And that's where I come in. I'm like the Cavaliers front office and ownership made some mistakes because they didn't bring him in significant help. I mean, unless you want to count like 38-year-old or however old he was, Shaquille O'Neal, where he was very clearly washed and past his prime.
He was on the Cavs after the Celtics. That's what's the crazy thing about Shaq. He was on a lot of teams there towards the end.
Yeah, I mean he had that rainbow collection there. And yeah, it was so I think just with the way the game evolved, that LeBron just is like the better all-around player, and longevity-wise and everything. And he had the game was pretty similar to how it was played in the 90s when LeBron entered the league in the early 2000s. And then it shifted so much, and his game was able to change and adapt with that to where he was still pretty much the best player in the league, like without a question for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it's, I think that ultimately also just comes down to personal preference when you're talking LeBron versus MJ, because there's a great argument for both of them at both spots. Ultimately, I think it's just more of who you prefer as an NBA fan. But I mean, Kareem at 3 is good. I think if we'll throw out our top 5s real quick. I would go LeBron, MJ, Kareem, Duncan, Shaq. Probably.
I would go probably the same top
maybe
3.
Bird.
LeBron, MJ, Kareem. Then probably Tim Duncan, either Kobe or Shaq. Like, I feel like Kobe is top 5 player.
I think he's just that's fair. I think he's just a little out of
outside, which is honestly a fair.
And for me, it's mostly just his efficiency. It's like that's true. Like that's another big thing for me with LeBron is that he just like he was able to put up all these insane numbers, but he was incredibly efficient about it. And it was like, it's like
getting the job done.
It's all high quality shots when you're just a great shot maker, like a great scorer like that.
You find the shot that you're looking for more often than not. I mean, Kobe would get to a spot. It's just matter of fact of whether or not it was open or not.
Well, there are some pretty famous photos of Kobe Bryant,
shooting some not very open shots.
Taking, yeah. Like, I mean, for him, it was probably open, but
I think every shot that he took was open.
And he believed he was going to make it. So there was that. He had that belief.
Mentality.
Mamba mentality. And his cultural impact on the game and on the
that's why
Hoopers.
I got to put him 5 just because of that alone.
That's fair. Yeah. The Mamba mentality. I mean, people that's mentioned all the time. Somebody didn't have Mamba mentality though.
Noah Senge is gonna have to have Mamba mentality if he wants to continue his NBA
He's gonna need like 12 MVPs, 8 championships.
Yes, Bill Russell's resume just has to repeat that.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
And I'm putting together a special team.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.